Well, he's one of four. He's born in North Devon. He was in the field with his mother on a hay cart, and a electrical cable pole came down and was about to hit the cart, and his mother threw Dad off the cart and unfortunately hit his mum, who passed away. They felt that the best thing for Dad was to do was go to Shebbear College, because they felt they couldn't look after him on the farm. So he went to Shebbear College, and at Shebbear College he was introduced to cricket and rugby, where he found he had a lot of talent. He decided he wanted to be a teacher, so he went to St Luke's in Exeter and trained up to be a teacher, and alongside he was still playing his rugby and cricket at St Luke's at a very high level. And then he got his first job in Fenton, which is now Lupton House, and the headmaster there was a Mr Miller. Dad was introduced to Queen's Park from Mr Miller. What he noticed down at rugby, there was a senior side, there's a cult side, but there's no junior side. So he felt that a lot of children are missing out starting playing rugby because there's no junior section down there. So him and Dave Worth started the under 11s up. It was time to give those children access to enjoy the lovely sport of rugby. That was the beginning of where we are now, because there's thousands of children that have gone through the Paynton Youth section of the rugby club, and thanks really and to Dad and Dave Worth giving their time, the voluntary time, to set that up. Dad got really frustrated that there were some very talented lads that came to school and down to the club, and unfortunately they never went anywhere. The reason they didn't go anywhere is because they couldn't afford it. So the purpose of this foundation is that we are like a financial bridge, because I can't think of anything worse than if you had a child who's super talented, was really gifted, and could never go any further. So all the money we try and raise is to help and support and encourage that child to at least have a go. At least, how good was I? It can't be nothing worse than if you look in the mirror thinking, I don't know how good I was going to be. And that's where the foundation step in. The first one, to be honest with you, was I found very emotional, because it was the first one after obviously Dad's passing in March. There was a lot of people there, a lot of people I felt saw it as a memorial instead of what of a dinner. So it was a bit of both really. So the pressure on there, but also incredibly proud that you've got that many people that wanted to go and celebrate his life, you know, kind of a poignant moment in my life. And that really, from that big occasion, kick-started the foundation, and I had the drive and enthusiasm, yeah, we can make something work here, we can make it do it. Mixed emotions. On one breath, I'm glad I don't have to go and speak in front of people again. On the second breath, it's an end of an era, and that's what we've called a dinner. But in life, you know, things do come to an end, and I think you've got to accept that. And I hope that the dinner is going to be a great celebration tonight, and people enjoy themselves, and we move on and we keep on developing. So it's not the end; it's just a change, I think. And the foundation are very proud of what they've invested in supporting youth cricket and rugby. We put a large amount of money into the Trevor Ward nets, which are down there. We also put over £5,000 into the change room over the Sands Road. We also commit to £1,000 each year to the rugby club and to the cricket club. The money's there directly to help children with their facilities and resources, but also really importantly is to up-level the coaches and make sure that we get more coaches, high-level coaches, their first aid, their child protection, and they've got the new up-and-coming methods to actually enhance the children to develop their ability.
Oh, hello. Yeah!
If they have a sense of fair play and sportsmanship, if they have a sense of commitment and not give up and keep persevering, and have a sense of belonging, you know, that the club is part of them, and so that loyalty factor, well, that's a little bit the kind of attributes you need in life to succeed. We judge each application on its merits. So it's not consistent. If we think actually this is a very viable candidate, we will then supply some money. Not sometimes all the money, but part of the money, but also that's not the end of it. We like to follow their progression and see how good they're going to be, and if they need more money, then we will give them more money, And we'd love to see, and an ideal is to see somebody go all the way. We've only been going 10 years. We've had like Cameron Thomas, who's a skier, who's very close to the Winter Olympics. And we had young Butterworth, who was very close to Commonwealth Games. But we've got to keep giving those children and people those opportunities. And somewhere along the line, we'll find somebody, and it'd be lovely and a great legacy that, part of their journey was down to the Trevor Ward Foundation, who gave them that little bit of extra money just to help them on the way. If we can access a lot of children to have that question answered, that, yeah, I've had a go, and I know how good I was, but I've done that. I think that's the kind of job, and if we're always facilitating and helping, down particularly with the youth and giving them opportunities in the festival, I think we're achieving what our main goal, which is, letting children enjoy the sport and see how far they can go. The key thing is we need funds. We need to keep generating the money, otherwise we can't go forwards. I just hope that he'll feel proud of what we achieve and what we're trying to achieve. But every day you do miss him, and you do miss that leadership, that guidance, that kind of support that thinks, am I doing it right, Dad? Or where should I go now? But you just go where your heart feels and you just keep pushing forward.